Hi, I'm Henning Ottson. I'm one of the 3 founding board members of the Channel Islands Chamber Orchestra.
Greetings, friends and patrons of the Channel Islands Chamber Orchestra. My name is Ted Lucas, and I'm a member of the Board of Directors.
I'm Bruce Walker, and I've been with CHICO since its inception in 2003, both as a board member and founding principal oboist.
Hello, my name is Miriam Marichea, and I play piano with the Channel Islands Chamber Orchestra.
Hello, my name is Laura Mahalka. I started playing cello with CHICO in 2010, and I joined the board in 2014.
My name is Karen Nelson, and I'm a violinist with the Channel Islands Chamber Orchestra.
So what's CHICO? Well, CHICO is short for the Channel Islands Chamber Orchestra.
This year I was elected president of the board following 2 years of outstanding service by Laura Mihalka.
My fellow founders were Les Vielbig, rest his soul, and Bruce Walker. I served as president of the board and volunteer administrative director for 15 years.
I retired from oboe playing in 2018 and became an emeritus board member this year.
I've been a violinist with the group since it was formed back in 2003. And in that time, it's been a wonderful opportunity to learn and perform a wide variety of orchestral literature together with local musicians, many who have become good friends.
CHICO is Ventura County's residential community orchestra, and that means local players playing for local audiences and reaching out to local youth. It also means that we all have a bond to nourish. You need to know about us, and we need to know about you. So that's why we, as a board, and our players are now introducing ourselves to you. And that's why we'll be asking you how we best can serve you in the future in our community.
I have played the violin and the viola in various orchestras around the country and was one of the original members of the Channel Islands Chamber Orchestra, and I continued to play from time to time.
I've been involved in Ventura County music since 1956 when my family moved from West LA to Ojai, and I joined the Ventura County Student Symphony. I met my wife Dolores in 1967 in Ventura County Symphony, and we have been honored to be able to conclude our musical careers as members of CHICO.
So back in 2010, I was a fan of CHICO. I really admired the quality of the group. I loved that it was local. So I requested an audition with Quan Fen. During the audition, I was very nervous, but we made it through, and I enjoyed many years playing with the orchestra after that.
So all of this started way back in 1999. Way back, that's about 20 years ago. We hired a new choir director at the First United Methodist Church in Ventura. You know who that is, it's Quan Fen. At the time, she was a doctoral student in choral conducting at USC, and having a church gig was a graduation requirement for her. We found out very quickly what we had here. So when Quan Fen's graduation was looming, which probably meant she'd be looking for a job elsewhere, we decided we needed to do something to keep her in town. So we started a chamber orchestra, and the rest is history.
I came to Ventura County in 1999 to take the job as founding provost of Cal State Channel Islands. And one of the things I am most proud of is hiring Dr. Quan Fen Liu to be a member of our music faculty.
So where did I come from? What's my background? Well, going way back, I was born Danish in the Far East. We left Shanghai when Mao captured that city, and we made our way back to Denmark via Macau and Japan. After high school in Denmark and an apprenticeship, I came to America, and I went to university at Massachusetts and New Mexico State, winding up earning my doctorate in engineering at the University of Illinois. That's where I met my wife, Linda, the most significant event of my life and the happy reason I turned to music as an avocation. We have 2 children and soon to be 4 grandchildren.
I'm a native Californian, born in San Diego, where I attended San Diego State University, graduated with a bachelor's and master's degree in music composition, after which I attended the University of Illinois, where I got my doctorate degree in composition and ethnomusicology.
I taught for almost 40 years in 4 different California school districts, and I had a range of assignments from elementary classroom to middle school bilingual classes and special education. And I continued to play the violin throughout all my teaching years, and now that I'm retired, I play with 2 string quartets, and they were formed with friends from CHICO, both groups, and I also play weekly with and sing with my church band. And when we're not in the midst of a pandemic, I enjoy volunteering in a food pantry locally and in a music classroom, and I always love traveling.
I play the violin and the viola, and I started studying violin when I was 10 years old because I wanted to play like my grandpa. He was a violinist and a square dance caller, and from the time I was born, he used to sit me on his knee and play the violin for me, only he called it a fiddle.
CHICO has had a history of founders and supporters who chose to support music in their local community. And that support has allowed this group to enlarge and to thrive and to improve.
I believe that local participation in the arts is as essential as local appreciation of the arts. And CHICO's vision of supporting local musicians and encouraging youth development are valuable assets to our community.
I decided to join the board about 4 years after playing cello with the orchestra because I realized that it took a lot of work to keep things going.
You know, the Channel Islands Chamber Orchestra is the only chamber orchestra in Ventura County, and we are so fortunate to have such a fine conductor and great musicians to provide us with outstanding classical music.
So I just wanted to join to pitch in because I knew that the longevity of the orchestra really hinged on volunteers helping to keep it going.
My hope for CHICO is that it will be able to continue to provide high quality concerts with a variety of programming to Ventura County audiences.
So it's been a difficult few months for all of us, having to adjust to a lot of new normals. And for arts organizations, for CHICO, it's first realizing that live concerts are going to have to wait a little bit. And then second, figuring out how to best deliver content, to deliver music digitally, virtually, and safely. So we are working on that. We've done a few videos so far, and we are going to keep improving this process.
Many of you have already seen our CHICO Musicians at Home series, but we have many more videos in store for you.
Ultimately, I'm just excited to get back to business as usual. I cannot wait for live concerts again. We had started our mentor program at Rancho Campana last year successfully with tutors in the classroom. I'm looking forward to that happening again. We also have plans of recording the orchestra professionally, so that will also be another exciting project in our future.
I joined the board of directors because I believe in music. I believe in the healing power of music to bring diverse communities together.
I want to personally thank our supporters and my former colleagues for 16 wonderful years.
With CHICO going on now for about 20 years, there are clearly a lot of thanks to go around. That goes for all of you, our artistic director, our players, our audiences, our benefactors, and our board. We are truly blessed with talented and dedicated musicians in our community. Thank you, Quan Phen. Thank you to our players for your talent and dedication and what you've done to nurture the growth and excellence in our orchestra. Every time you play, we experience the wonders of what you do. To our audiences and benefactors, clearly, we could not have done this without you. Thank you for all the packed houses, the standing ovations, and all your financial support. And last but not least, to this board. You are the core of this organization, the core that will propel our orchestra to even greater heights in the future. I love you all, and I thank you all.
As you can see, the board of directors is a highly gifted, talented, qualified, and enjoyable group of people to work with.
Being part of this organization and seeing it blossom is one of the great joys in my life.